Hey, look at all those signs those children are holding up. They're all nonsense. They don't know how to write at all.
Of course they can. Everything they've written makes perfect sense. If you could read their alphabets, you'd understand that all of them have written exactly the same word as you.
Their alphabets? You mean there's more than one?
Of course. There are many alphabets and many different sorts of writing.
But an alphabet's just an alphabet, like we taught in school.
Oh, it may be simple now, but it wasn't always so. It took a long time for people to discover and develop the alphabet that you and I know today.
Really?
Come along. Let's get started, and I'll show you what happened.
Okay.
Let's go. Here we go to the wonderful world of writing.
Where are we? I don't think I like this place.
Don't worry, it's just a cave. This is where Stone Age hunters used to live, thousands of years ago. Drawing for them was a bit like writing. It was a way they could leave messages. He's telling other hunters about a herd of bison that are close by. He says they can be hunted quite easily. Or again, maybe he was saying that it wasn't such a good idea trying to hunt them. Look out! Messages like this could be a bit confusing.
I see what you mean, but it's still nothing like the writing I know.
There's still a long way to go before people discovered the alphabet. Let's go! Look over there. See that man carving those signs on that piece of wood? Well, he's also writing something.
You're right. Hey, the other man read the signs and followed him. What was the message?
Well, the first man wrote that he needed some help for the hunt. Here, come along, Bird Brain. We've got a long way to go yet. We're going way, way up north.
Bird Brain. Oh.
In some places, people drew their stories and messages on animal skins. The skins were very useful because they didn't rot and they were easy to fold.
All those signs. Do you know what they mean?
The drawings on this skin tell the history of this Indian tribe. Everything down to the last detail. See? There was once an epidemic of whooping cough. And a flood, too.
Looks like we got caught in the flood, too, doesn't it? Where's this river taking us, Noah?
To Samaria, on the banks of the river Tigris.
Really?
Uh-huh. About 3,000 years ago. The Sumerians invented a form of writing called cuneiform. They used a thin reed to make marks in wet clay.
Well, it still doesn't look like the writing I know, but at least it's not just pictures anymore.
The Sumerians had stopped using drawings, but their neighbors, the ancient Egyptians, still did. They had a system of writing with pictures that they called hieroglyphics.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Over time, the Egyptian hieroglyphics gradually evolved and became the letters of the Latin alphabet, the same alphabet that we use today.
Well, how could those pictures become letters?
Oh, I'm not saying it happened overnight. It was a gradual process of simplification. When other people from other countries, Phoenicians, Greeks, Romans, all started using hieroglyphics, they gradually modified and changed the drawings until they became letters.
So they were the real inventors then, weren't they?
Let's go. They were inventors, but they weren't the only inventors. There's the Great Wall of China. Landing soon. In ancient China, drawings evolved in a different way. They gradually became a kind of pictogram.
And that's how writing was born. Wow.
My gosh, look at the time. We'd better head for home.
Don't worry, I know what we can do. An A-frame, please. You ready? It's an A-frame plane.
Well done. Ho-ho! Let's call past the museum. We'll see all the beautiful books they've got there, all handwritten. They're called manuscripts, gorgeously decorated, part of the history of writing.
Well, there's something that still puzzles me, though. How do people understand each other, especially now when people travel so much?
Well, now there's a system of drawings that's used worldwide that everyone can understand. Airport, telephone. And this one's a restaurant, concert hall, drinking water, theater, and a post office.
This is my universal sign.
Oh, yes, the best message of all, peace. Bye-bye.
Bye, Noel.